Some say love transcends all boundaries. Some say it can even reach beyond life itself. But what if you were trapped between two worlds, desperate to connect with the one you love, to warn them, to protect them, but they couldn't hear you? Welcome to Center Stage, the podcast where we dive deep into the hauntingly beautiful world of Ghost the Musical. From its dazzling illusions to its soaring ballads, this show asks us to believe in the impossible. Ghost is a musical with book and lyrics by Bruce Joel Rubin and music and lyrics by Eurythmics musician Dave Stewart, as well as producer and co-writer of Alanis Morissette's 1995 album, Jagged Little Pill, Mr. Glenn Ballard. Based on the hit 1990 romantic fantasy thriller film of the same name, Ghost centers on lovers, Sam and Molly, who are attacked as they are returning to their apartment. When Sam dies, he becomes caught between the real world and the next. But it's up to a medium, Oda Mae Brown, who helps Sam get in touch with Molly and warn her before it's too late. The musical had its world premiere tryout at the Manchester Opera House in March of 2011, starring British stage and television actor Richard Fleischman, Canadian-American musical theater actress who created the role of Queen Elsa in Broadway's Frozen, Casey Levi, British stage and screen actor Mr. Andrew Langtree, and three-time Olivier Award-winning actress Sharon D. Clarke. Now, after the green light was given, the musical would officially open at London's Piccadilly Theatre by July of 2011, with the entire Manchester Opera House cast reprising their roles. Now, reviews for the opening night performance were mixed. The Sun wrote, admittedly, some of the song lyrics are a bit cheesy, but hey, so was the film script. The show is for anyone who sobbed through the original. Despite all the tears, Ghost the Musical is sure to raise your spirits. The Guardian also had this to say, the real stars of this production are Rob Howell's sets and John Driscoll's video designs, which graphically recreate the kaleidoscope frenzy of Manhattan life. This is a true musical in which the eyes emphatically have it. By April of 2012, it was time for the story to come back home to its New York City roots, setting up its home at Broadway's Lunt-Fontanne Theater. Running for only 136 performances, the cast starred both Richard and Cassie reprising their roles from the original West End run, as well as Tony-nominated actress Divine Joy Randolph and Tony-nominated actor and Grammy winner Bryce Pinkham. Now, fun fact, according to Levi, for the Broadway production, emotional moments in the show have been fine-tuned. A line or two has been changed here or there, a couple of songs have been replaced, even some characters have been tweaked. All for the better. A new overture was added, and Ball of Wax has been replaced by a new but similar song, You Gotta Let Go. The production opened to mixed reviews from critics. Charles Isherwood, in his review for the New York Times, called the musical a thrill-free singing theme park ride, and went on to write that the show relies mostly on elaborate video imagery, modestly ingenious special effects, and the familiarity of its ectoplasmic romance to entertain. In a more positive vein, the Talkin' Broadway reviewer wrote, the creative team have written one of the finest film-to-stage adaptations in current memory. And in a better-than-necessary cast led by UK actor Richard Fleischman and Casey Levi, both of whom originated their roles in London, and you have an evening that startles with just how good it really is. In relative terms, at any rate. I'm not willing to go as far as saying that this is a great musical, or even an objectively good one, but it positively glows by the standards of all of this Broadway season's new offerings and the likes of most other recent movie-inspired outings. Well, fast-forwarding to 2016, the musical would have its Australian premiere at the Festival Theatre in Adelaide before touring in Melbourne, Sydney, and Perth. The cast starred Australian actor and singer-songwriter Rob Mills, as well as Australian musical theatre actress most notable for her role as Elphaba in the touring productions of Wicked, Gemma Ricks. Now, critics were impressed with how the film's supernatural elements, like Sam walking through doors, objects flying, and ghosts ascending, were brought to life on stage. This was a major crucial selling point and a key element which successfully translated the movie's magic to the theater. By October of 2024, 13 years after its original debut in London, a concert performance played at the Adelphi Theatre with a cast featuring Welsh musical theatre actress Lucy Jones and British musical theatre actor Oliver Thompson. Now, the full theatrical illusions and elaborate set pieces of the traditional production were largely absent, replaced by video projections and lighting to create some atmosphere. While some found the video designs effective, others felt the lack of ghostly special effects was a complete disappointment. However, despite some production changes in the concert sense, the core emotional story of love, loss, and redemption remained impactful. And so, folks, that brings us to the end of our journey through Ghost the Musical. It's a story that reminds us that while life may be fleeting, the power of love, connection, and even a little bit of magic can truly last forever. If you haven't experienced it yet, I highly recommend finding a production near you, or at least giving the cast recording a quick listen. Make sure to tune in to our next episode where the ghost with the most has more green stripes than a bad fashion choice at a golf tournament, more being dead than your Monday morning commute, and enough irrelevant humor to make even the most stoic ghost crack a smile. Say his name 3 times, however, and you'll discover why sometimes the dead are a way more lively than the living. Until next time, keep believing in the impossible, and remember to tell the ones you love how much they mean to you. You never know what tomorrow may bring.